hear it. June 1st, 2025, in the year of our Lord. It's the first Sunday of June. We are out of the month of May. We are in the 6th month of 2025. This year is pushing along. This shitty president we have is still doing ridiculously horrible shit. You all have to pay attention. There's some fake news out there too, but there's also some real news that sorry bastard is doing. So make sure you all paying attention. How y'all doing today? This is OThaGreat. I am here for another episode of High Off the Glass. If you have any questions today, any comments, if you'd like to call in, 515-599-1687. 515-599-1687 for those folks in the back. 515-599-1687. Last week we talked about tornado relief and the Black Men Build and Go Do Something Good organizations, because those folks over in North City, they've been kicking ass. Shout out to Taylor with Black Men Build. Shout out to Siraj with shout out to Siraj with Black Man Build, and shout out to Sequoia, because Sequoia, man, that dude was he is amazing, and he was the orchestrator of a lot of that, because West Florissant and Fair is 4 doors down from his house, so that man was impacted. So major props to them, and thank you for them for coming on last week. But yeah, man, we about to get back into it, because we had it last night. We got our NBA Finals matchup. Final start in 5 days. I'm excited about it. I'm not gonna front. I'm a little sad too, because this is literally the first. This is the first NBA Finals, y'all, in 4 years? Yeah, in 4 years that I will not be doing my NBA Finals live watch party for Game 1. Back in 22, I did it for 2 games. Did it for 1 and 6. But yeah, man, I'm a little hurt by it, but the show goes on, and the thing about it, right? It was, things were coming together for it, but usually everything for my event, it clicks into place. I don't have to do too much. No, I have to do a lot, but everything just manages. It clicks in place. It works. You know what I'm saying? And everything does what it's supposed to do. This year it wasn't, and it was like I was trying to fit a square peg in a circle hole. That shit ain't gonna work. I'm not here for that. So, and I've done it before. I've had instances in my life where I forced something that wasn't ready to be, and I forced it, and look what happened. It turned out to be disastrous. So I wasn't gonna do that this year. So I decided not to, and yeah, I just and again, unfortunately, C's aren't in it. But shit. When I've done this before, I've done it 5 times. 21 with Phoenix versus Milwaukee. Milwaukee won. Then the next year it was Boston versus Golden State. Golden State won. The year after that, Miami, Denver. Denver won. Then the year after that, champs versus Dallas. We end up winning, what they were supposed to do. And then this year, so I've only had it with the C's in there twice. Yeah, I guess we've been blessed for that. But that is not where I planned on starting today. Today, I'm gonna start with, man. I'm gonna start with something legit, man. It's an end of an era. Last night was the last time we will see inside the NBA on TNT. It's the last time you'll see the TNT Sports logo. I've been looking at that thing for the last 35 years. I was in 7th grade, I guess, 7th or 6th grade when TNT got when they got NBA rights. I don't know. I remember how basketball was before TNT got it, and a lot of people were kind of upset when TNT got it, because when TNT got it, that meant that no game, not all the games were going to be on free TV, which they had been on for basically forever. And with them coming in, that changed the whole era, and they literally did that. and now you had to watch games on basic cable. Hey, Just, you got a filter? You got a little filter? I forgot mine in the truck. So now you have to. What up, Joe? How you living, Miss Lady? Now you have to watch. Now you have to watch your games on basic cable, and you get like a few sprinkled on. Thank you, sir. You get a few sprinkled on regular TV, and usually the biggest game, which is the championship round, which we have right now, that's on regular TV. But back in the day, everything was on regular TV, and then TNT came, and you had to get cable or steal it. You know what I'm saying? Or something if you wanted to watch all the games. Now, fast forward 35 years, now you got to have streaming services to watch games. You can't just watch games on TV anymore, on cable anymore. You got to have streaming services. I'm really scared about how this is going to look next season because I am not here to watch games on fucking Prime and Peacock. Now, mind you, I have both of those streaming services already, but I don't put it past neither one of them to charge to watch those games and or raise the price of fucking. And I'm so sick of Prime as it is. I'm done. I'm sick of Amazon as a whole. I'm sick of Prime. But just they're definitely gonna probably raise the prices on either one of those streaming services just because they got a premier product. I'm not looking forward to it. But last night, I kind of thought inside the NBA, after the game was going to be longer, but they did not make it long. They did the show was shorter than usual, and it was like the last one, but it ain't the what is it? It ain't the last one. It's the last one on TNT. But the thing that's so bad about it is that it's the end of an era. You know what I'm saying? That's why I titled this show "End of an Era" because it's gonna be on ESPN next year, I guess. But it's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna be. Exactly. Same, Joe. It's not going to be the same. I hate streaming as well. It's not going to be the same when it's on ESPN. And then, like hosting the All-Star Weekend and doing events like that, they're not going to have that anymore. Opening day, they're not going to have that anymore. Like we're gonna see them do it, but they're not going to be like this year. They said, man, I'm telling you right now, y'all. I treasured this basketball season more than most because I watched the shit out of inside the NBA every time after every game, halftime, pregame. I even started watching the pregame, and I used to watch the pregames in and out. I watched almost every pregame this year that I could because I knew this was it. Because next year, they started this season in Boston, Massachusetts. Next year, they're going to start the season in fucking Atlanta. It don't matter who's kicking off the season, if it's going to be in Indy or OKC, to celebrate the champs. It does not matter. They're going to be in Atlanta, and those are the people I want to see. I don't like the people from ESPN. They're not good at it. What is it? Stephen A. is a sellout. What is it? K. Perk only says shit that's click worthy. He like his analysis is his analysis is suspect. This is one of the dudes that said they need to break up the Jays. He don't know what the hell he's talking about sometimes. Sometimes he just says some crazy shit that Stephen A. or the bosses tell him to say, and his goofy ass says it. He's burnt every bridge that he had in fucking Boston, and some of that I get because one of his ex-players, Scalabrini, that dude's a piece of shit, and he's kind of orchestrated some of that shit. But a lot of it is K. Perk's fault itself. I don't like Bob Myers on the sideline. I don't need an executive's fucking point of view. The only one I like is Malika Andrews, but Malika Andrews is not fun. She's too stiff. So. I don't know. I'm really ready for, and the one African sister that I can't say her name, Richard Jefferson. I'm not going to get in here and bash all these ESPN people. It's so easy to do it. I'm not going to do that though. I just really enjoyed hearing the guys last night, watching them choke up. They were super professional. Only one that choked up was EJ, and I kind of figured that because that's how EJ rolls. But when they showed those old pictures of former TNT and employees like Cheryl Miller and Craig Sager and people that are rest in peace, Craig. people that are no longer with the company or no longer living. I just thought that was amazing. I thought that was great. Let's see, our co-host Montega Rebel, he sent me a text, but now I can't see the text. Why can't I see the text? Why can't I see the text? He just sent me a text, and now I can't see it. Okay, well, I think he got into a car accident. I pray that brother's all right. But yeah, man, it was sad. It was sad, but again, like Shaq said, what was it before Game 5 in New York? They ain't done. That speech he gave pregame with Spike Lee sitting there in that Malcolm X Knicks zoot suit was sick. So I love that speech he gave. That pregame was great for that Game 5. I think that's why New York won. But yeah, man, and he said at the end of the broadcast, what was it last night? Then going to ESPN and they're not fucking around. He literally said that. I like how the Jet said they're not fucking around, use the F word. But of course, the consummate professionals, Chuck and EJ, I knew EJ wasn't gonna cuss, but Chuck did not as well, and said what they had to say and got up out of there. I just want to say, David Zaslow, you're Zasloff. Whatever the fuck, however the hell you pronounce your last name, you're a piece of shit. Instead of investing in the NBA, which the company that they just put you up. See, there's another thing too, man. You get these people, like how long had he been at, what is it, Warner Brothers Discovery, or matter of fact, he probably had been at either one of those for a while and had no connection with Turner at all, no connection with TNT Sports. Probably didn't even know they had that they even acquired it. I hate CEOs that just come in and fuck how it's been done. We're gonna change it up, and guess when they do that shit, it's horrible. Instead of investing in basketball like they've done for the last 35 years, now they got NASCAR and college football. What the fuck? Like, first off, college football is a bunch of it's like suburbia America, just the same fucking houses, same streets, da 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 da. White folks only. Just keep everybody that don't look like us out. Like, that's all that fucking college football looks like. It's the same shit over and over and over again. It's the same schools over and over. Nobody gives a fuck. There's no what's it called? Hey, Just. What's it called when you have a bunch of teams and they're all good? What's that called? Yeah, the opposite of that. It's when damn, there's a word for it. Y'all know what that word. I can't think of the word right now. Yeah. In college football, you don't have there's so many good teams, and it's only like 3 or 4 every year. Same old predominantly white schools every fucking year. I'm sick of that shit. That shit is stupid. NASCAR. Okay. I like Formula One. I don't think going around in a big ass oval over and over again is fun. But NASCAR has a huge brand here. Okay. Like, to me, I just think they still could have kept the NBA. Like, these jackasses, David Zasloff did not, his product is so good. His product is so good, and the bastard didn't know it, that the other company who paid billions of dollars to keep what they had, the NBA, they realized, hey, look, we can't do it as good as y'all. Can we have what you all have, and you all just make the show and we'll buy it from you? That's how good his product is. And this bitch ass motherfucker didn't even realize it and didn't even know it. Didn't even fucking know it. So I'm just, I'm just pissed off at that. All right, let's jump into the game. Game was what I thought it was supposed to be. I did a parlay. I don't even know. I don't want to look at it because I'm scared the shit didn't hit. I probably had too much on it. Yeah, man. I think what it didn't hit on my parlay was the because I did the. Didn't I do over? I think I did the over. I think it was Matherson because I had Matherson to get like, I think 12 or more points, and that dude, they were you talk about calls he was getting in game 4, game 5, he was not getting them shits last night, and the Knicks made sure we are not going to get beat by Benedict Matherson, say Canada's own. So yeah, there was no way in hell. So yeah, They beat the Indy beat that ass, and it was a good game until the start of the third. And let me just go back, right? I want to go back a tick. I want to go back a tick because, honest to goodness, and again, you can call in 515 599 1687 if you would like to call in with any questions. This goes back to March 11th, 2025. This little pacer run that we're seeing right now, and March 11th, 2025, they beat a Milwaukee Bucks team who they have been, I want to say, either slightly less good or slightly better than I want to say like maybe the last two seasons. This year they were much better than them because their second best player, Dame Lillard, could not stay healthy and hurt himself in their series, and it was awful. But on March 11th, it was kind of like they knocked they got the monkey off their back. Tyrese hits this crazy fading to the right three over Giannis, their best player, to win the game and to basically, put them ahead of Milwaukee in the standings. And they actually did it. And what was crazy about it at the time, you didn't really realize it, but that was the Pacers statement. We are here. We're not fucking around. We are not scared of the moment. We are here to play. And we're pissed off at how it ended last season. And they lost last season to my team. Man, you come into this. You come into this game fucking last night, man, and it was literally the biggest game for the New York Knicks in 25 years. They haven't been to a conference final since 2000. Haven't been to an NBA final since 99 and got their ass mollywhopped by the Spurs. They won one game. But for them, and the crazy part is 2000, guess who was in the Eastern Conference Finals? Oh, yeah, you guessed it, Knicks and Indy. And we had the same thing 25 years later and the same result. But the thing that was great about it, it looked like the Knicks, first off, it looked like what everybody always says, the NBA won 7 games because the calls that the Knicks were getting. Bullshit-ass calls. Bullshit calls and horrible non-calls. Like I was saying, Matherson, is doing this literally the same stuff in Game 6 that he was doing in Game 4, Game 5, and could not get that same call. It was ridiculous and it was blatant. Then when you see this, New York was on fire. Like they came out bussing. Like Indy was keeping up with them, but they came out bussing. And Indy kind of got the lead, relinquished it, got it back. It was close. I think, what was it at halftime? OG hits I don't know if that was a 3 or a mid-range, but whatever he did, he cut the lead from 4 down to 2. So they had a two-point lead in the second, going into halftime. Nip and tuck, damn near. Nip and tuck the whole way, but I want to say Indy had the lead for most of the game, most of the first half. But then that third quarter started. And man, that third quarter, they jumped out. They had a 9-0 run and then just built off that. The 9-0 run was great. And then, Knicks would score. And then Indy did not let up. I think they got the lead as high as 20. I think, what was it? The Knicks, the lowest they got the lead was to, I believe, 7. And that was it. That's the closest they got was 7 points, and they could not break that 7-point gap. I'm so happy that that Indy got it done. And the main reason, not because you don't want to play a game 7 tomorrow night in New York, which of course you don't, because if you do, shit, it's really gonna be some home cooking. And they won that game last night, despite the calls going towards the Knicks. They won that game because they're the better team. But the reason why you don't want to lose that game what was it last night, is because look who's been resting since earlier this week. OKC, like OKC did not F around. They let, what was it? They let Minnesota, not let, Minnesota got that one game. And then after that, I blame, I'll get into that in a second. But OKC has been resting. They have been chilling since, I want to say, about Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. They've been resting. Oh, Indiana, you need some rest too. Like, you guys are young just like them, but you all need some freaking rest. You guys need to chill. And I'm so glad that you're going to get that, because your bodies need that. The way these NBA players, like, here's the thing, man. Y'all talking what y'all want about hockey and hockey playoffs and hockey players are so tough, and they're right. And they, and the playoffs are good. But they're not under they're not under the pressure that these NBA players are under, these NFL players are under. Baseball players don't even get dealt with this type of pressure. Like the shit, like the 6'7" dude on the team will get blasted by sports media tomorrow if he has a huge mistake or does something that costs the team the game, or does something that may look like it will cost the team the game. That NBA player, that NFL player will get ravaged tomorrow. They just will. Like, that's the thing that'll happen, and that's the thing that I hate. I don't understand how you can, see what these men put themselves through. Like, the way these Pacers were running up and down this floor, Siakam. Like, a lot of times when Siakam goes to the cup and there's a whole bunch of people around him, I don't understand how he lands and doesn't turn an ankle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't understand it. And shout out to that Pacer player, I forget who he is, who legit turned the ankle coming down yesterday in that game. Man, that's the only flaw with basketball, boy. When you get up in that air, you come down, you are so susceptible to twisting ankles. And I've done it. Basketball is my favorite sport, is my first love. It's the thing I do to make myself feel better when I can't do nothing else, or when nothing else works. And man, the pain of twisting your ankle, that pain right there, not being able to walk and it's something else. It's to me, it's another reason why I salute these players and I give them the utmost respect, no matter how good or bad they are. Because for you to be able to fight through, for you to either play through injuries, play and avoid injuries, and or play and then have to come back from an injury, I respect you for that. And I'm always gonna, be there for you, because that's the most professional. Professional sports are ridiculous. So to see what Miles Turner and Pascal Siakam and Halliburton too, and Halliburton did not have a good game. He did not get off until the second half. It was almost like they were waiting for him, which makes sense because they were. And Halliburton did not get off, but he had a great second half. He was taking advantage of being open. He was taking advantage of matchups. The things that we wanted him to, like, I thought I would see him do throughout the whole game for 4 quarters. We saw him do it for 3 and 4. So I mean for the third and fourth quarter. So that was a great thing with that. I just really hope Indy can get into the series with OKC, because I don't think that it is gonna be just a this is the OKC Invitational and da. Like, it was starting to look like that, especially in that Minnesota conference final, because Minnesota did not have it. That coach, Chris Finch, I think is a decent coach, but one thing he does not do, he does not adjust well. And you knew that in that last game, all they were going to do was take away your superstar. You don't set screens. You don't have plays already planned out, ran to free up your superstar so he could do his thing. I don't understand that. You don't have you don't have another backup, but besides a backup for Rudy Gobert when he's out there and he just looks like a big goofy fuck. Like, I mean, the only thing the dude can do is grab rebounds and boards, but the bad part about it is he only does it sometimes. And the other thing too is he does get smacked around a lot. Like you talk about, I think Mr. Overrated. I don't think it's Halliburton. I think they got that wrong. I think it was Gobert. I think it's Gobert because those players in the league do not respect that cat at all, and it's evident. But it's just like when you number one, they don't give him the call when they smack the ball out of his arm. Like when they smack his arm and the ball gets loose, he doesn't get the call. But it's just but then it happens over and over and over again. Then he does something crazy, like he shoves somebody like 2 times smaller than him, and it's egregious, and they're wondering why you just shoved him. But it's because he's pissed off for all them calls he didn't get. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucked up. Like that's just how it is. You have to, if someone's getting fouled, this is the NBA called a foul, but they didn't. But I just Minnesota, you did a horrible job of stopping fucking OKC. You had the better player in Ant, but you didn't take advantage of it. And I believe that the Pacers, with this Rick Carlisle as their coach, this dude is, he was a 2011 NBA champion. This man knows how to coach basketball. What he's going to do, he's not going for that bullshit. He's going to actually get the ball to his superstar, and the superstar is going to drive and dish and give it to people that they need to so they can beat OKC. Because OKC, again, they're a good team, but they're extremely young and they've never been on this level. Neither have the Pacers, I understand that, but I really feel like OKC is getting some benefit of the doubt, and they're getting some calls that I don't know if other fresh new teams would get. I don't know if they would get all those calls that OKC gets on the road, but OKC is good. Don't get me wrong. I just really think that, and I did think that that Minnesota would beat OKC. I did. I was wrong with that. Was 100% wrong with that. But I know that this Pacer team, you got an NBA champion in Pascal Siakam. The man don't fucking miss a basket. Like every time the cat shoots, he doesn't miss. You have an NBA championship coach in Carlisle. You have players that are pissed off and hungry. Like they are very, very hungry. You don't see the only time you ever see that smiling and joking and all that shit from the Pacer team was last night when they got their Eastern Conference final championship. When they got their Eastern Conference championship, that's the only time I've ever seen those cats smile. OKC, they do all that. They do that goofy shit. Now again, I've said this before. I said this multiple times. Said this on Beetle and Degger, and said this on High Off the Glass. What is it? They are much more mature than they have been in years prior. They just have. I like what I'm seeing now, but they still look goofy. That other Williams kid, man, he's got to be mixed. He got to be black and Asian. All he does is cheese. Like all he does, even when he's playing, he's like Dwight Howard. The shit gets on my nerves. Like you smile too much, motherfucker. Like don't be like Dwight Howard. Do all that fucking smiling, then don't never win shit. You know what I'm saying? Because Dwight never. But I'm sorry, yeah, he did get that one championship with the Fakers in the bubble and shit, and the Fakers played themselves by not bringing him back, and I was happy for that. But yeah, man, this OKC team, I think they're more mature. Their defense is stagnant. They are ready to do the damn thing, but I just don't think they could beat them. I don't see it. I don't think they could beat them 4 straight games. I really think that Indy has better shooting. Now, granted, they got a way better player in SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an MVP for a fucking reason, and he showed it in that last game against Minnesota. But again, I don't give too much stock to that because that Minnesota game, they got too many calls because he is a flopper. He's like Brunson, let's not front. He flops to get a lot of fucking calls. And it was in OKC. Minnesota quit. Minnesota quit. So a lot of those calls OKC just got. But, man, he is cold-blooded. Like, that dude, Like if it was him versus Jaylen Brown one-on-one, man, ooh, I'd be hard pressed to pick Jay. I really would. I really would. Now if it's Tatum, that's something different. Let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy, okay? But if it's JB, if it's Brown against SGA one-on-one, I don't know, y'all. I'd be hard pressed to take JB. I'm gonna say it like that, and I would take JB because he's a Celtic. But man, I'd be scared of shit on that sideline, because SGA has it all. He can inside, outside, take you to the cub, mid range. Freaking will back you down. I seen him back some people down. He got a fadeaway. Dude plays D like he does. That's why I don't like the. That's why a lot of people don't like the foul. What is that shit? The fouling that he did, the foul hunting that he does, the flopping. Nobody really likes that because, dude, you're better than that. Same thing with Brunson. Even though like people get Brunson, I think Brunson gets a pass for it because he's little. He's a little guy out there, but we don't need to see it. And let me get into this too. Last night with Brunson and Nembhard guarding him, it's a fucking shame. First off, Andrew Nembhard, bruh, you have what's the word I'm looking for? You have the patience and you have the professionalism of a Pope and a wise tenured NBA vet. For you, what up, Barry? For you not to beat Jalen's ass or want to beat his ass or at least look like you're going to after this man all game pushes you here, shoves you there, bows you here in one particular play in the third quarter, bows you, then when you get thrown back from the bow, you get back up to play D. Brunson does something with it, pulls his face back real quick and puts his hand up there, and then he gets a call because the ref's right there and he's crying to the ref and he's been crying to the ref all fucking game. Like that's bullshit. That's not how basketball works. That's not how basketball works. It ain't ref. You see what he did to me, like, and then they give him the call. Like, granted, this is Nembhard versus Brunson. It's a superstar player versus a role player. I understand. But this man is D'ing him up and giving him all he can handle. He can't keep up with dude. And he flops. And then you give him the fucking call? Like, that's what y'all do? Like, come on, man. That's the shit that makes people think that games that pro sports are pro sports are rigged, games are fixed, this, that, and the third, where you see some easy flop, an easy phantom foul, and then you give him the fucking call. Like, I just don't understand that. But Carlisle, because he's a championship winning coach and he knows what the fuck he's doing, he had his guys prepared. Look, man, you know what it is with him. It's going to be a lot of flopping. You're not going to get calls. I can't have you react to him pushing you, and I can't have you react to him baiting you into a fight or baiting you into a foul, because if you do that, I lose my best defender on him, which is you, and you get in foul trouble. And what is it? I lose the scoring. Because Nembhard, he's one of the best two-way guards in the league right now. Like, this man, he can play the 2 or the 1, and he will D you up and will still hit that fucking jumper in your eye. And this is the thing that I love that the Celtics would not effing do. They did not have anybody really go at him or go at Brunson on offense. Why? I don't understand. I don't get it. But Rick Carlisle knows, because he's a championship winning coach and he's been in this league for a very long time. Played for the Celtics back in the day, won a championship with us in '86, and the '86 Celtic team was one of the greatest teams ever. This dude went at Brunson on defense, which you're supposed to fucking do. And Nembhard has a move. He takes that step back. He has all that space. Brunson can't recover. He can't beat up. He can't get back so fast. He can't replace all that space in getting in Nembhard's face to play D. He can't. He's too fucking small. He can't. So guess what? gives him the move, has a step back, puts the jumper up. By the time fucking Brunson even has a time to react to the shit, the ball is already out of Nembhard's hands. That's how cold it is, and that's how quick he is, and that's how bad Brunson is on D. Like, Brunson can't play D. He just can't. He can't, y'all. Like, Jalen Brunson is a liability on defense. That's why in this series he was taken out late he was taken out of the game late in the fourth quarter. How in the fuck is your best player sitting on the bench late in the fourth quarter? Why? Because he can't play defense? That's a problem. That's a problem. And then, what was it, game 4? Game 4, when Indy was going off, Cat was doing his work, and Cat was killing them and, giving them the zestiness and giving them all they could fucking handle. And you had fucking, just on the bench or out there not shooting. I don't know what it is. But the thing with this Knicks team, though, right? Depending on how they do this, you know what? I'm not going to assume, because it's the Knicks, and you can't assume shit can't assume too much in life or professional sports. But you would think they would figure out this postseason. We have to figure out a way for both of our stars to get off at once. We have to figure out how we can have our stars play like JT and JB, where they both can be going, because that was our problem. That was a problem with the motherfucking Celtics before we won our chip. It would be JT, you go, then JB, you go. And that's how it was. And that was the problem. When you're able to have both go, that you're unstoppable. And not gonna lie, we really couldn't get both of them going in that round against the Knicks. But it's not something, I don't really knock them for that, because it's I get it. It's easy. You just got put together. You literally just got put together last. When he get there, I think he got there for training camp. Yeah, he was there for training camp. So you got put together like last year, September when the trade. September was when the trade was made. September, August. So I know he got there for training camp, which isn't much in the NBA. But everybody does it different. All I know is the Knicks will be better, and the Knicks are not a joke. They're not a team to take for granted. I don't really think that they're going to take too far of a step back. I think that if anything, I don't think that they'll be better than what they are. They probably next season they'll either take a step back, or they'll be right as good as they are right now. I pray they don't figure out how both of them can play together. If they figure out how to get both of them scoring at the same time, Brunson and Cat, and both of them, Siege, you better come with it, because it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. It just will. But all right, so let's dive into this finals matchup while we're here, because next week, when we reconvene, series will have at least next Sunday. So they play Thursday. Yeah, so they probably play. They start June 5th, Thursday, and the next game 2 will probably be on game show day next Sunday, because they like to give them that nice little gap in between games. So they're going to play either Saturday or Sunday for a game 2 of the NBA Finals. I'm assuming Sunday. But what is it? I don't want to believe the game is rigged. I know. Same. What up, Barry? You never want to believe the game is rigged, Barry. You never want that, because when you're watching, then it's fucking professional wrestling. You know what I mean? It's wrestling. That's it. So it's pro sports. You want it to be, the outcome is determined by the players on the court, the field, not by refs, not by calls. And it's been more often than not. Like, the first thing that pops in my mind when I'm saying this, what is it? AFC divisional round. Was it the champion? I don't think it was the championship. Yeah, it was the divisional round. KC versus Buffalo, and that fucking that first down that Buffalo got. They got it the first goddamn time rushing Josh, Josh, damn, what's it? Josh, damn, we get the quarterback for Buffalo. Josh got the first down. How did they not give them the first down? Like, that didn't make any effing sense. Like, that's the shit they do. And you got 3 more tries, and Buffalo could not get that first down, but they didn't have to get it because they got it the first time when their QB rushed. Man, somebody tell me what the is Dallas getting number 1 pick? I don't think Dallas. It might have been Joe. It might have been. I don't think it was Rick. And one of y'all tell me who Josh, the quarterback for Buffalo Bills is. Come on, Josh. Josh Allen, thank you. Like, good God, woo, that was weird. That was weird. I just got told who the quarterback was from a hockey baseball guy who only watches Cards and Blues. He don't know shit outside of baseball. Yeah, there you go. In UFL, and he don't watch shit outside of St. Louis team. So it's for him to know Josh Allen is surprising. But yeah, man. I don't want it to feel fixed. I don't want it to be fixed. Thank you, Joe. I don't want it to be like that at all. But sometimes it feels like that. But I think in this next round, in this finals, I did have a senior moment. You ain't lying. I'm also blowing. So yeah, I'm gonna blame it on the greenery. What's the name? This next round. I don't see them. Yeah, Indy in 7. I don't see any game where OKC just gives it away. OKC is not that type of team. Mark Daigneault, coach of the OKC Thunder, give props in Massachusetts in the house. You know what I mean? Massachusetts, born and bred. I think he's from Fall River. You know what I'm saying? Fall River stand up. You know what I mean? Anything Mass, we rep it. You talk about somebody out of nowhere coach. This dude was an assistant for Billy Donovan on the Thunder team. You couldn't, man, if you had that dude, you couldn't pick him. You couldn't pick him out of a lineup right now. You couldn't pick the man out of a lineup right now. He's in the motherfucking NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying? He's a coach in the NBA Finals, and y'all could not pick him out of a goddamn lineup. You know what I mean? Y'all couldn't do it. But if it was a lineup between the two coaches from last year, you had Jason Kidd, ex-NBA player, co-rookie of the year, never won a championship. No, wait. Did he? Yep, won a championship in 2011 with his Dallas Mavericks. Oh, yeah, and he coaches that team. Boom, you would know him. You would see the other guy. It would be Joe Mazzulla. He would look a little weird, and he got crazy eyes. You would be like, okay, you would know who that. You do not know who Mark Daigneault is. I got to get this dude props. He has coached his ass off this year. This OKC team always he goes to his bench and he has an answer if such and such isn't doing it. And I mean, he has an answer for bench players. For bench players, let me take you out. Let me put this guy in because this can, his team is deep. His team is deep. They may be deeper than OKC than Indy. And Indy is deep. Indy probably the deepest team on the in the Eastern Conference. It would have been my team, but my coach was scared to play his players. He didn't want to play his players. So what is it? I really don't think I really think this this final is going to be great. OKC is going to be so good. They are going to be like the Pacers players and coaching staff and organization as well, because it takes a nation. You know what I'm saying? Like for everybody to be in the perfect mind frame they need to be in to win this game, this type of game, everything has to be right. Home has to be perfect. Road accommodations have to be perfect. Flight should be perfect. Every fucking T should be dotted and crossed. A T should be crossed. I's dotted. All this bonbons and all that good shit. You have to do that type of shit if you want to win a championship. So from everybody from the organization, from the damn road, what is it? Whatever Costanza's job was when he was on Seinfeld and shit. When you know what I'm saying? When he was the assistant to the fucking road trip manager, whatever the fuck. That person, you know what I mean? They got to be on it. so does it. So Quinn Buckner in the Pacers. What is it? Local media. They got to be. You know what? No, because I don't think they're covering it. No, yeah, they're probably done. They I don't know. They probably got local Indiana people doing something. No. Yes, they do because Quinn Buckner is on the radio, so he does a radio broadcast for Indy. So yeah, you damn right. And the dude who does it with him, I'm sorry, I forget his name. He is good. Quinn Buckner, ex-Celtic. But so I just really. Oh my God, it's going to be such a good game, man. That matchup between SGA, the MVP, and Halliburton. Like, here it is. But see, here's the thing. My wife said this shit last night. We watching the game. The best player is fucking Pascal. It ain't no Halliburton, man. Pascal don't miss. The brother does not miss, y'all. Like almost every shot he makes goes in because he's not scared to take the shot. And he's not scared of the moment because he's been there. He just won in 2019. Like, so I mean, it's that team is good. Like, real talk. That's the matchup I want to see. I want to see Pascal switch on and cover SGA for a little bit because that may have to happen. I want to see Tyrese cover SGA because that's going to have to happen. Tyrese, do you actually have D? Because you can knock a ball loose. You can get a steal. Like you can definitely knock a ball loose. You can do and I'm calling it a reaching, but it's not a reaching foul. You do a good quick reaching when the player's looking the other way and knock that and get that little ball free and you get that steal. You can do that, but can you D somebody the fuck up? Can you D somebody up from full court? Can you stay in front of SGA? Because if you can stay in front of SGA, you a bad boy. Because SGA is quick. SGA is fast as shit. Like that's just how it is. That man has speed. That's why he's one of the best players in the league right now. So man, this league is so beautiful and so dope. It's just you have all these once in a lifetime greatest athletes in the world watching two teams play and they not playing. You got people as good as Apollo Bencaro and Kevin Durant just working out in the gym right now. Why? Because they mad they not playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, like this game is something else. It's like I said, it's the greatest sport on earth. It's the greatest game on earth. Indy, get it done. Do not take game one for granted. I think the only thing I was going to use the rust. You can't even use rust because shit, they both going to get a significant amount of rest, significant amount. So they both can maybe be rusty. So I don't know, but I do see. I think OKC can. I think Indy can take game one. I think Indy can take game one. I think they can steal it, and I think that'll happen. And for my boy Barry, before we wrap up today, and Barry, I know you, if you're still out there, you're going to want to hear it. We got a marijuana minute, and I'm excited to do it. We're going to do it right before we get out of here. Let's hit it. All right. I know that was a quick transition, right? That was mad quick. For those of you who are uninitiated, this is the Marijuana Minute. This is when I talk about stories across the country having to do with cannabis. Usually I get this from, I'm not gonna lie where I get it from, because I support these people because these people are the shit. Normal is your marijuana advocates. They've been doing it since the 70s when it wasn't cool to do it. So Normal has always been here, so I'm gonna support them because they've supported us. And us, I mean smokers. All right. First up, Nevada lawmakers approve legislation allowing those with past low-level marijuana convictions to be eligible to become foster parents. Well, hot damn. There you go. There you go. I think that's great. And I can see why that would hold someone up in years prior, even though I don't think it should. But I'm glad that Nevada's waking up to that. So props to Nevada for being smart. All right, next up, Nebraska legislators vote to kill a bill implementing voter-approved medical cannabis access. Here we go again, man. Like Rebel and I just talked about this a few months. Like, Nebraska, Dakota, Wyoming. It's like these super man, like, dude, like, why Nebraska legislators? Why do you vote to kill a bill implementing voter-approved medical cannabis access? Nebraska citizens voted for it, and you are gonna kill it? They voted to have access to medical marijuana, but you're gonna take it away. All right, here we go. Another similar state. City officials in Denton, Texas, repealed the marijuana depenalization law approved in 2022 by more than 70% of them. I gotta click on this. All right, y'all. We're gonna talk about this. We just talked about this a few months ago here on Eye Off the Glass. I just mentioned this. All right. Members of the Denton City Council, population 158,000, have repealed a voter-initiated ordinance that sought to halt local police from making low-level marijuana possession arrests. Last week, city officials voted 4-3 to appeal the law, which was approved in 22 by more than 70% of municipal voters. Denton is among a number of Texas cities that are being sued by the state Republican Attorney General Ken Paxton, who argues that localities are forbidden from implementing policies that fail to fully enforce laws related to drugs. Wow. So they're getting pressured, of course, by the state attorney general, Ken Paxton. Y'all voted for him. He's trash. Oh my God. City officials had spent some $200,000 in legal fees responding to the lawsuit from their own state governor. How do you $200,000 from a lawsuit that's from your own state? You're stopping. In recent months, officials in Texas cities of Bastrop, Lockhart, and Harker Heights each declined to adopt similar voter-approved ordinances out of fear of protracted litigation. Basically fear of litigation. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry I'm reading these poorly. It's just, I just didn't expect this, okay? I didn't expect this response from them. Can we just, how about we just, what the people vote for, you let it be so, because the people fucking voted for it. Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, these people in these Texas towns, like, I just don't understand. I gotta read that one more time. City officials in Denton, Texas repealed the marijuana depenalization law approved in 2022 by more than 70% of voters. They repeal it. Researchers find compelling evidence that CBD offers a comprehensive treatment approach to Alzheimer's disease. Heard that? Been hearing that for a long time. Yep, okay. Study findings provide evidence of improved pain, anxiety, depression, and sleep quality for older adults who use cannabis. Yep, that makes sense. Wow. All right, y'all. It is. Oh, for real. Talk about it, Joe. Like Texas and Nebraska. Good God. All right, y'all. It's another episode of High Off the Glass. We about to get up out of here. Check Montega. Hopefully he's all right. See if that brother's good. And this was a good one. Sorry I dropped so abruptly from basketball to the marijuana minute. Just had to get it in because we are over and we got to get up out of here. Thank you to my producer, Justin Kickett. Major shout out to partnership with STL Cannabis Club in Cola Lounge on Cherokee Street in St. Louis, Missouri. First ever cannabis consumption lounge here in the city of St. Louis. So make sure you guys check them out. They might be the only one now too, because everybody else a lot of other folks is folded. But check out Cola Lounge. They are the shit. And STL Cannabis Club, who have been huge during this tornado relief. So check them out. You gotta support the folks that support High Off the Glass. Love y'all. Keep smoking. Keep hooping. We out. That's it. Love y'all. Peace out.